Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in the bit with yet another video. Today I'll cover you guys with one of the best defensive builds in the game. And this is a build that's actually going to be able to guard multiple positions, as in the name says, the multi-position defender. I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to make it like I always do. This build actually gets a lot of badges, so I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to make it from the attributes, position, height, weight, wingspan, all the way down to the takeover and the badge setups for the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive. So yeah, man, this is going to be a banger build. So yeah, if you haven't already, please leave a like on this video and make it go out to a lot more people. It really does help me make more videos like this. Subscribe if you're new so that you don't miss no videos. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into the video.
I got digital dash camera with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high right through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say. I got digital dash camera with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I have in the bins and pull up.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple. Alright, so first things first when it comes to making this build, I ended up making it at power forward, but you can make this at a small forward. But if you want to get more badges, make it at the power forward position. And we're not going to go 6'7", so I would definitely make it at the power forward position. Alright, next is going to be the height, weight, wingspan. I've stressed time and time again how this is pretty much like the new pie charts without having pie charts. They usually put the height, weight, wingspan after. Now they do it before for a reason. Now, height, we're not gonna go 6'7" like I was saying. We're gonna go 6'8". 6'8" is just better for this build because we're not gonna go past the 82 3-point threshold. When it comes to the weight, you can actually go to 11. You're gonna actually be able to get a little bit extra strength. So if you want to make it a little bit better than I'm showing you guys, you can actually go with 211. But it's not gonna make a difference anywhere else but on strength. Then when it comes to wingspan, don't go 6 foot. You can go 7'6". But why would you go 7'6" when you go 7'5" and you can get it to an 82 3-pointer? And then even your mid-range is going to be higher. So yeah, I would go with the 7'5" wingspan. So yeah, then when it comes to the body type, you can go whatever body type. I went with the thickest body type possible because this is kind of like a big man build. You can play any position with it. And I wanted to be as big as possible. So yeah, I just went with the burly body type. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best height, weight, wingspan for this build. Alright, next is going to be the attributes for this build. Now, like I said, this is going to be a build that's going to be able to guard multiple positions. So, how does it come out when it comes to the attributes and badges? So, for the badges, we have 16 finishing, 13 shooting, 8 playmaking with 25 defensive rebound badges. Then for the physicals, pretty much we have really decent physicals. We don't have the craziest, but we do have a max speed, acceleration, and stamina with a vertical of a 71, so we can unlock all the contact dunk packages. And we have a 58 strength, just to say that we got that. Then, well, pretty much, I'm going to be honest with y'all, the vertical and the strength really only went up because of interior defense and driving up. But that's the topic for another day. But then when it comes to the finishing, for the 16 finishing, we're going to max out our driving dunk, our driving layup, and then put the rest on post control. That's gonna be maxed out, but then put that 1 on standard dunk to get that 16th finishing badge upgrade. Then for the 13 shooting badge upgrades, I mentioned this earlier. The reason why we did go 7'5" wingspan instead of 7'6" is so that we can be able to get that 82 3-pointer. You go above 82 3-pointer, you're not gonna get the name, so that's why we didn't go any higher or any lower on the wingspan. But yeah, another thing is you can't go past 82 on the mid range, which is kind of odd, but that's what we did. 82 mid-range, max 3-pointer, then the free throws up to a 69 to get 13 shooting badges. In my opinion, 13 shooting badges is all you really need on a spot-up build. When it comes to the playmaking, we only have 8 playmaking badges, but this is not a build that's really here to really be the main ball handler. But if you want to do that, at 99, you do get an 80 ball handle. 79 speed of ball is going to be really good. It's going to be able to get above an 80 easily. And then we have that 35 pass accuracy to get those 8 playmaking badges. Then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, Then when it comes to defensive rebound, like pretty much everything from the defensive point is max. Interior defense, perimeter defense, steal, block, all of that is max. Then when it comes to the offensive rebound and defensive rebound, I try to make that as even as possible. I want to have it at 61 and 86, so at 99, I got a 90 defensive rebound and a 65 offensive rebound, but we just got to go with a 65 offensive rebound and an 89 defensive rebound. So that's not terrible, but it's not the best, but it's actually pretty good. So to be honest, it's pretty good for what we had. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much the attributes and badge layout for this build. And yeah, put in the comments down below if this is a W or L. Alright, next is going to be the takeovers and then the build. So for the takeovers, we have a wide variety of takeovers that we can go with. So slasher, sharp, lockdown, all the way to glass new takeover. But as you already know, I've done rankings videos on these twice. The only thing that really changes for me is what I go first, spotter precision and finishing moves. But if you want to go crazy with it, you can go spotter precision with like a glass cleaner takeover, because those are the only two takeovers you can get for rebounding and shooting. But I feel like the best big man takeover in the game is finishing, because you get stuff like strength and vertical and speed and acceleration. So I feel like that's just better in my opinion, because if you don't know, with glass cleaner takeover, you really just get rebounding, some small minor things, and then like strength. And I don't think you even get vertical. So yeah, I feel like that's just going to be the best takeovers for this build. And the build comes out as a multi-position defender, similar to shades of Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, and Kenyon Martin. So yeah, man, that's going to be pretty much the build. All we got left to go is the best badge setups for the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defending. All right, so first things first, when it comes to the badge setups, it's always going to be the finishing. First things first. Then, when it comes to the finishing, we have 16 badge upgrades. So, that's obvious that what we're going to do with that. 4 Hall of Fame badges. Hall of Fame Posterizer, Hall of Fame Slither Finisher, Hall of Fame Heat Seeker, and Hall of Fame Giant Slayer. You probably think, why would you go Giant Slayer? That's only for cancel out the height advantage. No, it's going to be making your shot contest, even if it's going to be way smaller, because it's not no height advantage that you're going against, it's always going to affect the shot contest that you're going to get on every single shot. But that's not all that it's also going to do. It's also going to be allowing you to pretty much do a lot of different things, from the aspect of canceling out a badge like Rim Protector, which is very overpowered. Rim Protector is going to be improving the blocking ability. What this is going to be doing is be reducing the ability of your player pretty much getting blocked. So yeah, then when it comes to a badge like Heat Seeker, that's going to be pretty much helping you get takeover as fast as possible. I know they did a nerf on badges like Special Delivery and Hot Shot, but Heat Seeker is still a pretty good badge in my opinion. It's probably a top 3 finishing badge still in the game. Then when it comes to a badge like Slither Finisher, that's going to get you the best animation for every single situation. And this is an animation-based game. We all know how 2K is every single year. You want to get the best animation possible every single time. That's going to be Slither Finisher for you. Then when it comes to also things for Slither Finisher, is also going to be upping your dunk frequency. If you know, if you use this badge, you'll see the big difference that I'm talking about. Then when it comes, last but not least, Posterizer. That is going to be a badge that is very important to getting content dunks. Content dunks. When you have the content dunk packages, it's going to be 20% chance of getting a content dunk. Then when you go up in tier on Posterizer, that's going to be 50% each time. So at bronze, that's 35% chance of a content dunk, and at silver, that's 50%. At gold, it's 65%. And at Hall of Fame, like we have it, that's 80% chance. So yeah, man, that's going to be the finishing badge setup for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. Like I was saying, this is not really a build that you're really going to be ISOing on, because we don't have that many playmaking, and it's not really a build for that. But if you want to do that, you can. So we do have badges to actually be able to do that, but this is really more of a spot up build. So we do have on catch and shoot, which is really an underrated badge in this game. When you just put it to bronze, you're going to see a huge difference in how easy it is to catch and shoot and get greens consistently. You go to gold and Hall of Fame, it's just going to be almost automatic. Then when you go to badges like deep threes, that's going to help you shoot deep threes at an even higher rate. Then you have a badge like Hot Shot that's going to make it a lot easier to get takeover when you're doing jump shots, or any jump shot, mainly for threes and middies, or mainly for threes. Then when it comes to a badge like Hot Zone Hunter, when you have hot zones, your make percentage is going to go up drastically, and that's going to make your green window even bigger. And then pretty much when you have Hot Zone Hunter on top of those hot zones, Hot Zone Hunter is going to be making your make percentage go up even higher. and making your green window even bigger, making it that much easier to get greens. Then we have green machine to go on top of all these other badges. When we're getting consecutive greens is gonna make it easier and easier to get that next green and that next green and that next green and that next green, because as you're getting these greens, your main percentage is gonna go up, making your green window even bigger, making it that much easier to keep consecutively getting greens. And as soon as you don't get a green, it's gonna make it that much easier to make that next shot, because your main percentage is going up as you keep getting greens, but you're gonna have to restart the cycle. But yeah, man, that's going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. Alright, so next, like I was mentioning, this is pretty much like a spotter build. We don't have any playmaking to work with, so we're only gonna put on the 2 important badges that we necessarily have to have. We're not gonna put on any of like the fun badges like ankle breaker, tight handles, space creator, or even downhill. We're going to put on quick first step to pretty much catch people off guard for when they're trying to do a closeout contest. Just because we've been spotting up all game don't mean we can't just blow right past you. And then we have unpluckable, so that's just really hard to get rid of. That's a badge you really want to have, you need to have, because stealing in this game is just very easy. So yeah, you have to have the badge to cancel that out. It's not the best, but it's going to make a big difference. Just trust me on that. It's going to make a big difference. So yeah, that's going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. And last but not least is going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. We have 25 badge upgrades to work with. So we have gold clamps. That's going to help you play the best on-ball defense possible. This is the build that's supposed to be guarding multiple positions. And this build is going to be able to do that with gold clamps. Whether you're playing a guard, power forward, or center, ISO is literally the meta in this game. So more than likely, you're going to have to guard ISO. So this is going to be the best way to help you be able to get into people's bodies and bump them as much as possible. Then we have a badge like Rebound Chaser to help you get as many rebounds as possible. Then we have Intimidator to get the best shot contest possible, whether you're on the perimeter or in the interior, because this is a multiple position defender, like I said. Then when it comes to badges like Rim Protector and Chase Down Artists are going to be unlocking blocking animation that you couldn't get anywhere else as soon as you put Chase Down Block or Chase Down Artists to bronze. And then as you go up in the tiers, you're going to be that much faster on these chase down blocks and jump that much higher on these chase down block animations. So yeah, then we have Rim Protector. That's going to be enhancing badges like Chase Down Artists and Intimidator, while also enhancing your teammates' takeover whenever you get a block, while also improving your blocking ability, while also literally unlocking blocking animations just like Chase Down Artists, such as like the snatch block and stuff like that. And then it's also going to be enhancing your teammates' takeover at the park whenever you do a hard foul. It does a lot. I say it every video. Interceptor, that's going to have you in them passing lanes as much as possible, even though it's not going to be as good as Golden Hall of Fame. We do have it at Silver, because I feel like Interceptor is the one iffy badge that we're putting on. But you do have to have it on just to pretty much cancel out stuff like lobs. So yeah, you really want to have that on. And to be able to know passing lanes as much as possible is very important. Then when it comes to a badge like Pickpocket is going to be pretty much allowing you to get as many rips as possible. This is a build that has a really high steal, but Hall of Fame Pickpocket, that's the most overpowered combo in the game. In my opinion, Pickpocket is probably the most overpowered badge in the game because it's the best way to get stops in the game. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. But yeah, man, go ahead, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications to be the first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody that will help. This is literally the best multi-position defender. If you haven't already, leave a like, man. I got a lot of bangers coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. I got big plans on the channel when it comes to streams and content. I'm probably gonna stop doing daily uploads very soon, so if you haven't already, you need to have them post notifications on, because we're gonna try to do a banger every single time we upload for Banger Week. We're really close to that 75K for the Banger Week, so if you haven't already, hit that sub button. But we're really on the grind for 100K. We're really close. We just hit 69K. I know I might be asking for a lot, but yeah, man, hit that sub button. Like I said, turn on post notifications, be the first to every single video. Share this video to anybody who thinks will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man, and out there, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah! I just want me a Benz, ride out with the gang and smoking on endo. Roll it around through my hands, better tuck your chain, they pulling them kick those. Just from the block going crazy. Fuck around and just rob your lady. Got a rocket you call up.